welcome back to my channel. You might notice a little bit of a different setup, and that is because I am currently in the process of moving my studio, which was upstairs, downstairs, which is where I'm at right now. If you guys have been keeping up with my VlOGMAS videos this year, you might recognize this little change. I think in the end it'll be a really nice change, but I do want your opinions on one thing, and that is the background of my video. So currently I have this little bookshelf right here, and I'm styling it like kind of cute. So I want to know, do we like the bookshelf? Do we think I should get rid of it? And then over here, do you think I need like a plant or a lamp or anything? Or do you think I should leave it plain? I don't know. Let me know your overall thoughts and suggestions on the background, because ultimately I'm not the one who's going to be watching my videos. You guys are. So I definitely want to hear your input. I don't want to waste too much time on the intro. So if you guys like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and follow me over on Instagram, and let's get started. All right, so first up on my list, I have a massage gun. So I feel like massage guns came out like 2 or 3 years ago, but they were really expensive when they first came out. Patrick has actually had one on his list for 2 to 3 years, but I never got it for him because they were so expensive. But this year they actually dropped significantly in price. So I ended up getting him one for 50 some dollars, I think like $53 on Amazon. So at that price point, I actually think this would be a really great gift for a lot of different people, either your boyfriend, husband, brother, dad. Everyone loves a good massage, and for whatever reason, I feel like guys just like the massager in the gun form. I'm not sure why, but I have like a really cool neck massager, and Patrick like doesn't really like it that much, but insists on having the massage gun. So I'm not sure what it is, but I guess it's just a dude thing. They really like massage guns. Next up on my list is a Kiehl's skincare set. I'm not gonna talk about this too much because I feel like I have mentioned it in several other videos, but I feel like this is a great gift because it's not necessarily something a guy is going to go out and buy himself, but if you got it for him, he probably would use it. You know, women, men, we all have skin concerns, whether you address them or not. So it wouldn't hurt to get a guy like just a little set with like a cleanser, a moisturizer, a face scrub, or even like a body soap, something like that. Kiehl's has so many different gift sets this year at all different price points. So no matter who you are looking for, I'm sure you could find a gift set within your budget. Another really popular gift idea is a wallet. I feel like every year a new wallet is in like the top 5 requested gifts from men. So one that I think is really unique and would be a cool modern wallet that any guy would like is the wallets that actually like flip up. So Patrick had one of these for years, and he actually still has it. It's like blue, but it's like getting kind of dingy and scruffed up and everything. So I actually got him a new one this year, and I love the one I chose. It's actually a leather looking wallet, so it's like in a brown leather, but it still has the flip up feature. So I'll put it up right here. I already wrapped all of his gifts, or else I would show you guys, but you basically click a button or slide a little thing and your cards pop up. So it has a bunch of card slots, and it has some room for cash, but not a ton of room because guys carry their wallets in their back pockets usually. So you don't want it to be like too thick because that would be uncomfortable in my opinion. And they have them in all different colors. They have brown, black, I believe a navy, gray. They have a bunch of different colors, so definitely check that out. Another great gift is from Etsy, and that is by a shop called the Mosaic guy, I believe is what it's called. But he does all sorts of sports mosaics, but he might do movies or TV shows now too. I'm not sure. Definitely check his shop out, even if you just want to look at them, because they're really cool. I actually got 2 of these one year. I got one for Patrick that was an Orioles mosaic. It's actually hanging up in his man cave right over there. And then I also got one for my brother Derek one year that was a NASCAR themed because he loves NASCAR racing. So basically, you guys know what a mosaic is, but it's a bunch of tiny little pictures that he combines to make one whole picture, and it's something they can hang on their wall, in their man cave, in their office, like whatever it might be. But these are so cool. As I always say with any Etsy shop recommendations, definitely be sure to to check on their shipping times because these are personalized and customized. It does take a little bit longer to ship from most of the shops, so you always just want to be sure to check in either on the shop's Instagram page, Facebook page, or even just messaging them on Etsy. Most of them will reply pretty promptly. My next recommendation is a Patagonia pullover sweatshirt type thing. So I actually have Patrick's right here to show you guys. This is so nice. I actually picked this up for him during the Nordstrom anniversary sale, but I totally fell in love with it myself, and I love the way he looks in it. I just think it just looks really nice. It's great quality. I love the color of this one. It's just a gray with a navy blue lining and then like the navy blue detail over here on the pocket. But Patagonia just makes like the best, like really warm like winter gear, and a sweatshirt like this, it might not look super warm, but oh my goodness guys, I actually had one of these in college for myself and it was so warm I would get hot a lot in it, and that's how Patrick is right now with this. It's more of a winter sweatshirt. He was trying to wear it like early fall. I was like, you're gonna burn up in that, and he did, but they're really nice. If that tells you anything, they are made really well, and you can probably find some on sale around this time of year. I know all guys are different, but a lot of the men in my life are not gonna buy like nicer things for themselves, especially Patrick. He would just go to Walmart and get a sweatshirt, which nothing wrong with that. Trust me, I think you can have plenty. I have like a million sweatshirts, but just to get them something like a little bit nicer that they wouldn't normally buy themselves is always a really good idea for Christmas. And like I said, you can find a lot of Patagonia stuff on sale, even if it's like the older versions, like last year's version of that sweatshirt, like find it on sale. It's the same type of thing, and that would be a great gift. Another gift idea that I also got for Patrick, a lot of these are just things that I've gotten him. When you've been dating for like 10 years, I guess that sort of happens. I have lots of gift ideas, but I also got this on Etsy, I believe, and that is a Morse code necklace. I do think this is a really cool idea for men's jewelry. A lot of men I feel like are weirded out by jewelry. Either they want just something super simple, they don't want it to look too like girly, or at least that's what Patrick says. I got him this because I thought it looked very manly and it was still customized and personal, which I always love. You guys know I'm all for some personalization. So basically this necklace is just his name written in Morse code, and it's in this pretty like gunmetal color, and this charm right here he actually just attached on his own, and I like how low it hangs on him too, so if he's just wearing a t-shirt you can still see the necklace really well. It's a really great length for men's necklaces. So if you are looking for something more personal, if they wanted a necklace that's still like kind of manly, I really recommend something like this. Again, just check on those shipping times. Next, I would suggest a coffee mug, but with a lid. So kind of like a travel mug. Honestly, with this, you can kind of pick your price point, pick your brand. It's really totally up to you guys because there are so many different brands that make this exact thing. I feel like there's Yeti, Brew even does something similar, Ozark Trail, Hydro Flask. I mean, there's a ton of different brands. I actually got Patrick a set just from Walmart, the Ozark Trail brand. It came with two for like $15, and it has like the handle, but it also has the lid so he can bring it to his office or, you know, travel with it, whatever. He really specifically wanted the one with the handle. I'm not sure why, but they also have some without the handle that'll like fit in your car cup holders or anything like that. These would be great for a coffee lover, especially. Patrick drinks coffee like all the time, probably too much coffee. So for him, this was a great idea. And a lot of the men in my life have Ozark Trail stuff over Yeti, and they say it works just as good. So I mean, I don't know, that's up to you how much you want to spend, but I do think that is a great gift idea that would definitely get put to use like almost every day. One thing I came across when I was doing research for this video is an electric smart meat thermometer. So I thought this was super cool. If you have a guy in your life that is always grilling, like your dad or something on the grill, whoever the grill master in your life is, I think this would be a perfect gift idea for them. Basically, it is a meat thermometer that connects via Bluetooth to your phone, and then you can kind of leave it in there and then go on your phone and check to see what the internal temperature of the meat you're cooking is. I feel weird just saying meat like 1 million times, so I'm gonna change it to steak. Say you're cooking a steak, you can have the meat thermometer in there and then go on your phone and see what the internal temperature of your steak is and what the cook is gonna be. So it'll say like medium, medium rare, medium well, whatever. And I personally thought that was really cool. Even if a guy knows how to cook a steak, because some guys are like prideful and they're like, I don't need that. I know how to cook a steak. It would still be cool to just like watch and like to see if it's accurate. I don't know. I feel like a lot of guys like little gadgets like that to play around with. So I think that would be a good idea. Another gift idea that I have gotten for Patrick in the past is a Hermes Backpack. And he uses this thing so much. I mean, every day. He's actually using it for a gym bag right now, but he's also used it for work bags, travel bags, like so many different things. I feel like you cannot go wrong with this. Really, anyone could use a nice bag. I mean, whether you put your laptop in it, your work stuff, your gym stuff, like traveling, whatever it might be, anyone could get use out of this. The Herschel ones are my favorite because again, they just kind of look really nice and chic and like fashionable yet manly with the little straps down the middle. They also have a slot for your laptop. Some of them have like a front pocket and side pocket, so it's a lot of different space. And the one Patrick has actually has like padded shoulder straps, so it's really comfortable to wear also. There's so many different patterns and colors. No matter your guy's style, whether he's more plain, like just wants a plain black one, or if he wants camo or a fun geometric pattern, they really have it all. Another suggestion would be a nightstand organizer. So I got one for Patrick years ago that is from Etsy. It's basically just a wooden stand, but it has a slot for your phone to stand up and a slot for the charger to connect, and then it has a slot for a watch, and then a little tray for maybe rings or anything like that. So I got him that years ago, but now they have even more modern versions that you can get on Amazon. So if your guy has like an iPhone, AirPods, and an Apple Watch, they have charging stands that will actually wirelessly charge all three of those items. So you just place your phone there, your AirPods, and your Apple Watch, and they can all charge at the same time. So it's really up to you. You can get one that has a charger built in, or you can get the wooden one like I did that is basically just more of an organizational system rather than a charging system. Either way, I think it's a great idea. Patrick still uses his to this day, and it makes his side of the room on his nightstand look a lot more organized. Another recommendation would be a new toiletry bag. Pretty much every man that I know uses a toiletry bag every single day to keep their, you know, I don't even know what they keep in there actually. Like I guess their shaving cream, razor, nail clippers, I mean whatever they keep in there, I don't know. But Patrick actually stores all of his stuff in there like 24/7, but I know some guys just travel with it. Either way, I think it's a great idea, and even if they already have one, a nice upgrade wouldn't hurt. I mean, who would complain about that? Again, I feel like you can't go wrong with the Herschel ones. They have really great patterns. Again, like any pattern you want, camo, plain black. They have a nice strap on the side, and it's like the perfect size. I actually think they might come in different sizes as well. But yeah, just another thing that you pretty much know they're going to get use out of. Like I said, most men use something like this daily. Another recommendation that is a fan favorite with the men in my family is Sacs underwear. So again, underwear, something men wear daily, you know it's gonna get used, and it's a really nice gift for them that they probably wouldn't buy themselves because it is a little pricey just for underwear. But seriously, my brother and Patrick both rave about how comfortable they are. So I really feel like you can't go wrong. Again, there's a lot of different colors and patterns. They sell them in 3-packs, 5-packs, just one pair you could get. I mean, it really doesn't matter. You can kind of pick and choose which route you go if you do decide to get this as a gift. They also have a newer line at Target for men's underwear called Pair of Thieves. I think those are a little bit similar to Sacs with the material, but Patrick still says that he likes the Sacs ones better. Another good idea for men is a pair of slippers. Again, this isn't something that they're probably gonna buy themselves. At least the men in my life probably wouldn't just be like, I'm gonna buy some slippers like we would as women, you know? But a lot of the men in my life have received them as gifts, and they always wear them like all the time. Of course, my favorite brand of slippers is always UGG. I feel like you cannot go wrong with a pair of UGG slippers. Patrick has had a pair of UGG like moccasin slippers for years, like maybe 6 years. I don't know. I remember he got them when we went on a trip. I don't know. He's had those forever, and I've had my UGG slippers forever too, so I know that they last a really, really long time. Target also sells really nice ones. Even Walmart, the like Minnetonka brand, that one's really good. I also saw on Nordstrom they sell Crocs that are lined with like fur inside to be kind of like a slipper, but also a Croc. I know a lot of men in my life love Crocs, like they're obsessed with Crocs. Patrick says he doesn't like the lined ones, and that's the only thing on this list that he did not approve of. But I still think it would be a good idea. And I showed them to my dad, and he was like, those aren't that bad. I feel like it would still be a good gift because the fur is very discreet. It's not like, ooh, they're wearing like a fuzzy fuzzy croc. Like the fur is the same color as the croc. I don't know. I'll pop a picture on the screen. I think they're pretty cool. So it just depends on your man. Do you think he'd like that or no? I'm not sure. I think they're cool. I would totally get them for Patrick. Thank God I didn't, because apparently he wouldn't like them. If I got them for him, he would have pretended to like them. Next up, if you have any golfers in your life, any golf related gifts are always a great idea and will definitely be put to good use. One that I found that's a little bit more on the pricey side, but for good reason, is a golf bag organizer. I thought this was so nice. I just love how like clean it is, but it has like a place for 2 golf bags, your shoes, and any other golf equipment. Like what would you call that? Golf needs, golf accessories. I don't know, but it has like some shelves and then 2 places for the bags. What?
Shoes, a cooler, you can put golf tees,
Patrick's.
bag of balls.
There you go. So he should have been in this video.
I use mine, it's amazing.
Anyways, so Patrick had to come in and put his input in on the golf bag organizer. So, but yeah, I thought that looked really nice. And especially if you are a wife and your husband's golf stuff is like getting in the way and looking really ugly, just thrown everywhere, get him that and he'll have no excuse but to put it in his little golf bag organizer. Another sort of golf related item, Patrick actually put this on his wish list, so I was creeping on his wish list and I saw this and I actually thought it was really cute, and that is a Titleist little palm beanie. The one he put on his list was black and it had the white Titleist logo. You guys know I love a good palm beanie, and this is one that actually looks pretty cool for men. And on the golf course it gets really chilly, so they're trying to golf in the fall and winter months when it is still pretty cold, then that would actually be really functional, and I actually like the look of it. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes men be picking out some like wild fashion items, so when I saw that on his list I was like, okay, that's actually pretty cute. I approve. My next recommendation is a cooler. You can get so many different types of coolers out there. I'm sure you guys know that. If whether you want to spend, I mean, like $500 or like $20, you can do whatever. I mean, there's the Yeti coolers and all of that. Those are so expensive. There's huge coolers. I actually got one for Patrick for his birthday. That is by the brand Arctic and it's really nice. It's white and he put like stickers on the top from Redbubble. But if you wanted something a little smaller that they could kind of carry around, or if they're big water guys like swimming in the lake or going on a boat or doing anything like that, one that I would recommend is the Ice Mule. So this is Patrick's right here. It's just a green one. It's like so big it doesn't even fit in the camera. But yeah, so this one's super old. It's kind of like dingy. We bring it in the lake with us. We live near Smith Mountain Lake, which is a pretty big lake. So we'll go down like with Patrick's family and like swim in a cove at the lake. And this is really nice because it floats. You just put ice and all of your beverages in here and it like blows up or something with this little thing. And then you clip it like this. I'm not doing it correctly, but you like fold it. You get the point, and you clip it like that and it floats, and it actually has straps to be used as a backpack as well. So yeah, I always thought those were really cool, and ever since Patrick got that, we literally use it so much, like so much. It's just nice that it can float and you don't have to like get out of the water every time you want a beer or something. Definitely recommend those. I think your guy would love it, and they come in all different sizes, a bunch of different colors, and I'm sure they're probably even better now because that one's probably a couple years old at this point. Either way, great gift idea. Another great gift idea in my opinion would be a pair of joggers, especially since a lot of us are still working from home. A pair of joggers is something that you know they're going to get a lot of use out of. I saw really nice ones from Nike and Zella on the Nordstrom site. They just look like they're nice and fitted. They're not going to be too baggy like sweatpants, but they're going to be nice and tapered, so he could wear them lounging in the house but also like running errands, and they're still not going to look like he's just like rolling out of the house in sweatpants, even though that's totally acceptable for guys to do, but I feel like not so much for girls. But yeah, I loved the Nike ones, loved the Zella ones. They come in a bunch of different colors. And then I also saw a pair of Nike shorts that I really loved from Nordstrom as well. Any type of like lounge pant like that, shorts, joggers, whatever it might be, is always a good gift idea. Whenever in the past I had no idea what to get my brothers, I would always just get them like a pair of athletic shorts because I knew they'd wear them, and they did. So it's always a great gift idea if you just really don't know what else to get. Next up is a super random gift idea. idea, and this would be more for like probably like a younger guy or like a guy who like has guys nights. I don't know. It's the game FMK, Twisted Fates or something like that. But basically it is a F, marry, kill game. So you draw a card and it'll tell you who it is. So it could be like Zac Efron, your mom, or something like that. And then you'll have like F, marry, kill cards, I guess. But the interesting part is that it has a twist, which it kind of alludes to with the name, but you draw another card and lay it with each person. So it could be like Zac Efron, but he eats out of the garbage. So it like adds a little twist on things. So then you have to choose from the person and the twist that goes with the person. I don't know if that makes sense. I feel like I just explained that really bad, but it kind of seemed interesting and I would like kind of like to play it actually. But if you know a guy that's like super into games, or I feel like this would especially be good for like a college guy, frat guy, something like that. If you have like a brother or something that is still in college, maybe a little younger, that would be a gift that I actually think he would really like. Kind of random, but kind of cool. Next up is a men's version of the perfume sampler that I mentioned in one of my women's gift guides. So this is a cologne sampler from Sephora. Basically, same thing as the perfume sampler. They get about 13 different samples of colognes and they can, you know, test them all out, use all the samples, decide which one is their favorite. And then within the cologne sampler, it comes with a little voucher that they can take into any Sephora and redeem it for a free full-size version of any of the colognes that were in the cologne sampler. I always say this is a great idea because something like cologne or perfume is always such a nice, luxurious gift, but scents can be a little personal sometimes. You don't necessarily want to pick out a scent for someone. So to get them a sampler where they can just kind of try things out and then ultimately choose the scent themselves is a really great idea. Like I love that Sephora does these every year. I always recommend them because even if they already have a bunch of colognes, they can just choose another one that they don't already have. Another suggestion for someone who drinks a lot of coffee would be a cold brew maker. So this is kind of vague. You can get a lot of different things that are a cold brew maker. You can get like a French press that makes cold brew, or just like the ones that are like $13 that you just kind of like put it in the fridge and it like drips overnight. Or you can get ones now that are like more Keurig style that make cold brew that I saw online. So if you know you want to get this as a gift, you can kind of choose which style you want based on your budget. They also have like on the go cold brew makers, like I said, that you fill it up at night and then it drips and then in the morning you have a cold brew. I feel like a lot of men don't really like sweet coffee. I know a lot of the men in my life love a good cold brew, as do I will admit, but the sweet cream on top for me is my personal favorite. Super, super yummy. Another gift idea would be a record player slash turntable. I mean, those terms are kind of interchangeable, I guess, but this would be a great gift for someone who just like is into classic music or is just kind of like vibey and just like has like an aesthetic to their room, maybe a little hipster, and to get them like a record player to have in their room, even as decor. I mean, that would be really cool. And they can play records, of course, too. There are so many albums being made on records now because the turntables and modern record players are so in style. I don't know, I just think that would be a really cool gift. You can get them on Urban Outfitters. I mean, you can get them a ton of places, but mostly I've seen them on Urban Outfitters and I've seen them sell a bunch of like modern albums on there also. So I'll have a few linked down below. Next, again, for a guy who likes grilling or cooking, things like that, just a spice set would be really nice. I feel like, again, that would just get put to good use. I actually saw one from Williams Sonoma that had like 8 different spices and they were like in little tubes. It had like Caribbean jerk, which is like unique spices, you know? It was like $40. I think that's a really good deal. Also, they could make you a steak with the seasonings and you can try it. It would be so great. But you could also just find one on Amazon. I mean, if you just search like spice set, I'm sure you'll find a ton of different options. On one of my favorite podcasts, Swiping Up, they always do like swipe ups at the end and mention like just different things that they're loving. And one girl mentioned a small business from a blogger's husband who started a seasoning company called Musket Powder Seasonings, I believe it's called. And he has like 5 different ones. So if you want to like kind of support small, then that would be a good option, especially if the person you're buying for is into like hunting and things like that. These were originally made for wild game. Of course, they taste good on any sort of meat, but I think his idea for the company originally was just to make something that still tastes good with wild game, because apparently that just is like a totally different taste. I personally don't eat that kind of meat, but I know a lot of people around where I live do, and a lot of you guys actually even suggested like specific gifts for people who are like hunters or fishers or things like that. So I feel like that would actually be a really good gift for them. Speaking of like hunting and fishing and that sort of style of man, I found on Etsy this like survival kit that actually seemed really cool. And even if your man is not into like hunting or fishing, I know a lot of guys are just like into this like survival world where they just like to collect things that if the world were to end, they could survive. I don't know. But anyways, it kind of looked pretty cool. I feel like a lot of guys would like this. It came with like a knife and like a rope and I don't know, I'll insert a picture right here, but it came with a bunch of different stuff. I just feel like that's a gift where when they open it, they'd be like, oh man, like that's so cool. Like all, and like have fun looking at all the different stuff. And I think it came in like a nice little case. You can also get like personalized knives and things like that on Etsy too. So that might be a good idea for someone who's into that sort of thing. Next up is a jewelry box for men. And I know it sounds like most men probably wouldn't like this. And honestly, Patrick would probably be like, okay, cool. And it would mostly be for me just to know that he's not gonna lose his jewelry while we're traveling. But either way, wives, whether you get it for yourself and your own peace of mind, or if you get it for like your dad or you know, someone else, I think this is actually a really great gift idea because again, it's not something that they're gonna buy for themselves, but it has a place for their like wedding ring, a nice watch, cufflinks, their Apple Watch. There's a bunch of different ones, whether you want something small, something round for mostly watches or things like that. And I believe you can also get them personalized on Mark and Graham. You can get like the initials down there at the bottom. So that would be a good gift idea and something, like I said, just a little bit luxurious and a nice, safe place that they can store their jewelry, whether they be at home or traveling. It would be great for that as well. Speaking of traveling, another gift idea would be a set of like travel organizers or packing cubes for men. I found a really nice set that I really liked. It was just like all black and it had, I think, 3 different size organizers and a dry bag. If you know someone who travels a lot or has an upcoming trip, I know travel was kind of put to a halt in 2020, but hopefully it continues in 2021. And if you do know someone who loves to travel, then this would be a great gift for them. I love using my packing cubes and I think it would be really beneficial for anyone to use packing cubes too, just to keep everything a little bit more organized. And it has like a bag that they can just like throw their dirty clothes in while they're on the trip and then come home and they're immediately just in a laundry bag so they don't even have to go through and sort them. And the last gift recommendation that I have for you guys is some sort of unique coffee. So again, this would be for anyone in your life who is a big coffee lover. And what I mean by unique coffee is like they just have so many different like infused coffees now. They have like bourbon infused ground coffee or any sort of like whiskey. I've seen a ton of them. Like you can find coffee infused with anything these days. So anything like that, if they're a big coffee person, just getting them like 3 different kinds of like unique type coffee, or they have like macadamia nut coffee. I mean, they have a ton of different ones. So I just think that would be a cool gift that they might not be expecting. And of course, again, it'll get put to good use because if they're a coffee person, most likely they're gonna use the coffee you get them every single day. But that is actually it for this gift guide. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, let me know what gift you are thinking about getting for someone in your life. If you like the gift guide, give it a thumbs up so I know, and subscribe down below if you're not already. And I will talk to you guys really soon in my next video. Bye guys.